Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Walaikum salam.
We have a question about watching movies that depict prophets, like let's say the Passion of the Christ or movies like that. Is it allowed to watch movies that have characters acting like prophets?
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu rasulullah. To answer this question, there's a couple points need to be explained first. The overwhelming majority of Muslim scholars said it's not allowed to act in a movie as a prophet out of respect for them. So the overwhelming number of the scholars in modern days said it's not allowed. So this has been said. Also, the ulama rahimahullah differentiate between doing something and watching something. So النظر أهون بكثير من العمل. So watching it is way less, doesn't necessarily take the same rules as doing it. So watching these movies, it depends. Watching it for what purpose? If the purpose of education, purpose mainly people for entertainment, for knowing what other people say or believe, I would say it has become something in the permissible world. And you might ask, what's the proof for the differentiation? It's like when the Sahaba radiallahu anhum and Salama, she said to the Prophet ﷺ, she went to the church and she said all these images and pictures. She watching it. She didn't do it. She didn't make it. So watching something, even if this something that's haram, is different than doing it. And she was there just to see what is this, how they do that, what the kind of worship that they do, and so forth. So if there is a reason for that, that's fine. But I just want to make sure also that, especially with cartoons, with your kids watching some of these, like especially around Christmas time, there's a lot of these cartoons, religious cartoons or movies. Sometimes there is some seed planted in the head of the children.
Right.
Like I remember when we were kids, we always watched like this, like it was on me, people I know. We all, like when we were very young, we have this image of the story of the kid who had the beans and he put the seed in the ground, then it goes all the way to the heavens and he climbed.
Right, yeah.
And he see this big guy with a beard sitting there. He threw the thunder, he put the rain, but he has this chicken that, have a gold egg and he steal it. Many kids actually, I remember a study was made in one of the Arab country. This image of this man with the beard and the old big man and the mean one is actually in their head. That was God above the heavens. So be careful. Some of these seeds can be planted in the heads of your children or even yourself. Some misunderstanding, misleading information about the nature of Isa alayhi salam, of Musa alayhi salam. And you see these movies of Nuh alayhi salam. I remember they had this Noah's movie, okay? And the only thing in that movie was really accurate is basically the description of how the rain, subhanAllah, they said the rain coming down and the water coming from earth. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have described that would start raining so much and the water came gushing out.
Yeah.
فَالْتَقَى الْمَاءُ عَلَى أَمْرٍ قَدْ قُدِرٍ. So both water meet to fulfill the destinations that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had for them. But if you watch the movie, I remember a group of Muslim, Christian, Jews, they watched the movie and they give their feedback. So I remember one of the comments that I remember was somebody said, in this movie, God cared about animals more than humans. Because that's how they made the movie looks like. And made Nuh drinks according to what's in the Old Testament, and like a very bad image of Nuh alayhi salam. Very bad image of Musa alayhi salam. Of the story of the Musa alayhi salam with Pharaoh and crossing the river and leaving Egypt, and him with Bani Israel. So make sure, even some movies about the Prophet ﷺ's life, even if they don't predict the Prophet, they give wrong information about the Prophet ﷺ and Isa and Sahaba. So make sure the content also is Correct.
Right.
And if
Yes.
you happen to watch it, make sure you make this as an opportunity to comment and to correct. But understand that the power of moving picture is way more sometimes, many times than your words.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to balance this. And I will not encourage young kids to watch things like this, especially if they're not well educated in Islam. And especially if they're not very close to their parents and parents have real influence on them. I will not take that. I will not recommend that. But if there is a reason and need for it, and you're adult, you're like understanding, and you understand your deen, that's, in my opinion, is not going to be a haram thing to watch.
All right. Jazakallah khair, Sheikh.